Hey guys, okay, I found you. Took me a while. I'm sorry about that. So we got you on Rumble, we got you on YouTube. If I get too crazy, guys, stop me and tell me to transfer over to Rumble. If I start spouting things that are not so kosher to YouTube, I mean, I never know what's going to tick them off. Let's be honest. But if I start getting out there, man, just somebody hold up a flag and tell me, "Yo, you got to get over to Rumble." But I think I had to gnash my teeth. I had to like really get the venom out of me for a couple days for a while to real. I really needed to be on Rumble for especially the time when I was sitting in the corner with my dunce hat going, writing on the board, I promise I will be a nice boy in the future. I promise I will be a nice boy in the future. I promise I will never say anything bad about YouTube again. When I was in that situation, I really needed to express a kind of a venomous, I don't want to use a metaphor from the deep state because they really are venomous. But I needed to expel some of the deeply held concepts that have been suppressed in my. No, don't listen. It's too early for you. Um, some of the suppressed thoughts in my mind that about having to be taken down periodically by YouTube, and when I protested, they're like, "No, no, we don't accept your protest." And I'm like, "Well, what exactly did I do wrong?" And they never the raisinets that course through the streams of the internet don't ever want to tell me what it was exactly that I did wrong, but it was something. They're sure it was wrong. That's all they know. So I have some very good intel today. The truth is out there. Yeah. Yeah, the truth is out there, man. That's for sure. And I think I'm blessed to have I have some I really needed some I needed some female energy in my life, and I have a few like friends now who are happen to be of the female persuasion, and it's really such a delight just to be able to speak to women. It's very healing for me. But one of them, she probably wouldn't even mind me mentioning your name, but she doesn't quite believe that we're okay. And I'm telling her like if if Q does not exist, we're all gone anyway, man. What difference does it make? If you don't believe in the letter 17, I said it. If you don't believe in the letter 17, it's over. It's done. I mean, without the white hats helping us out, we're gone. But I'm hearing incredibly encouraging things, and it's obvious that the storm is upon us. I mean, the information is pouring out about all these dudes, and the economy is holding on by a thread. It's not even holding on by a thread. It's gone. They're just pretending like it's okay. The game's still going on. We've been playing Monopoly for 30 weeks. We still have the board. We're still keeping this going. Really, it's there's the only reason the economy is still going is because the white hats are doing controlled demolition, and they're letting it go like piece at a time so not to freak people out. So the normies who are walking on the boardwalk, they think it's like a normal day. I mean, and it is to them because that's their mindset, and God bless them, man. I mean, why should I run down should I run down to the boardwalk and go, "Yo, peeps, man, it's happening. Liberation is at hand"? They'll look at me like, what's with that guy, man? What's wrong with him? So, I'm just saying, but that's where we're at. We are at liberation. We are being liberated. Um, my bestie said that it's happening faster than we think. I mean, we're looking at the economy and they're holding it together with Scotch tape. I mean, they're making it seem like the stock market went up 400 points today. I'm like, really? The stock market went up 400 points today? Does that make any sense? And gold went down. So this is all smoke and mirrors. This is not really happening. But we have to see, we have to know that the good guys, that God is in control, and God controls the good guys too. But we have to know that it's we're coming into this amazing period of humanity, the day of rest, the seventh millennium, the 7,000th year, 1,000 years of peace, no corruption, no peace, no evil. It'll just be like kumbaya, man. We'll just be chilling. I'm hearing a wind blow. You guys hear that wind? Is that too much? I don't know. I really know how to stop it because if I don't, I'm freezing. I don't like the cold, but I'm freezing because if I don't freeze, the camera's going to freeze up. So I mean, it's like I'm working on it. I got a new camera coming. It's supposed to be a little better, and so we won't have to be, I won't have to freeze, and you won't have to deal with Ellie's camera switching off, and you're talking to a little circle on the. That's what Jill was saying. That we're that Ellie turned into a circle. Rumble sucks. Yes, Rumble does, but it's listen, man. Thank God for Rumble because you just never know when the dudes at YouTube are going to be like, well, okay, let's let some of the raisins go now. And they got the 50,000 raisinette zombie, you know, um, ones and zeros go flooding through the internet system. They're like, beep, 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 beep. We found one, boss. Look at this guy. What a creep. Let's take him down. So this is what I heard. I got this from original Intel source in California. Somebody who works at Berkeley. She said, "Man, the dudes are going down. Like weird things are happening. They're firing people. People are quitting. People are retiring. Things are happening behind the scene. We have to have faith. We have to know that the good guys are in control. That God is in control, or else it's curtains." Right, that's what I put on the title. It's curtains but it's not curtains, it's curtains for the bad guys. It's not. That's what my friend in California is saying, that she's going to hearing all these things, all these people retire just all of a sudden they're all retiring. They're talking about how you know the the that racist thing about that we the quota system is illegal, and so things are coming back into normalcy, but it's going to require a big event, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's just going to be. Maybe they're just saying there's going to be a big event, and it's just going to be like they're just going to slow walk us. I mean, part of me thinks that this whole transition is just going to take place in such a gentle way and it has been so far, that we have been completely transformed without our knowledge. We don't even know we've been transformed. And yet every day I think I'm a completely different person. I'm on a different level every single day. And life just gets better and better. I believe it just, it's amazing when we have the right attitude, when we're living in the freedom space, when we're out of the matrix, when we're into being fruitful and multiply. We're just kumbaya, man. We're good. So anyway, I have some really cool intel, some fresh intel. So I'm just going to go right into that. Let me just see what you guys are up to. Sorry, I didn't check in. We got the normies prefer to avert their eyes. I don't think it's even that. They just don't know. It's not. And like I said this morning, it could be that they just won't ever know. I had to refresh my screen 5 times. I'm sorry. Sharmdev, no video. They took this down also. What happened? You're saying on oh right, I see it. What happened? Oh, maybe it was me. How could I do that? Rumble. How could I do that on Rumble? Hmm. Let me just check my Rumble thing. Hold on a sec. Streaming. It says it's streaming. The setup. I don't know. I don't know why that happened. I'm really sorry. No video. They took this down. They took the video down. That's pretty bizarre for Rumble. If you guys want to jump over to YouTube, I'm still on YouTube. Camera. But you see a camera on YouTube, right? I mean, oh, you're not seeing eat a fruit. Not your fault. But I mean, are you guys seeing the image? They did not take the video down. They're having problems with all of them. Okay. Rumble is terrible. Okay, so Rumble, maybe they're fixing Rumble. Maybe they're linking it to maybe Elon Musk is he came with his like little screwdriver and he's like trying to fix the. Yeah, maybe. Had to switch from Rumble to YouTube. But anyway, I mean, I'm hearing a voice. I'm hearing voices. Wait a minute. Is my. I see the chat on Rumble. You guys might have to scoot over to YouTube for a while. Uh-oh. No, apparently the whole system in Rumble is bad. All the videos are down. And see you now on Rumble. Okay, so now you can see me on Rumble. I don't see myself on Rumble, which is pretty weird. Something went wrong. I have Musk without deodorant. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to keep going, and you guys will figure out what to do. Let's go to the Intel. Back on YouTube, they let you back. Yeah, they let me back. They punished me for a week. I sat in the corner and I wrote on the board, I will behave," over and over again for a week. And then they said, "Okay, that's enough. You can come back now." But I'm just saying, everybody should know I will always be broadcasting. If I'm not broadcasting on YouTube, I will be on Rumble. That's my safe zone. So if you don't see me, one day it's like, well, what happened to Ellie? It's like, okay, you know what happened to me. I've been doing this for 3 years. I've been playing cat and mouse with these with the snake people, with the reptilians, and hopefully they're being taken down. They're being taken out of it. I have to hope that, if they can clean up Berkeley, if they can clean up Berkeley, they can certainly clean up Google. I mean, and that's the final war. I mean, it's Gog and Magog. It's Google and Microsoft. Prayers for strength. Yeah, sending light. Prayers for strength. Yeah. I can even post this. Rumble keeps freezing. I'm staying on YouTube tonight. Okay, so come on home to yeah. Okay, um, I'm, thank you, Michael. Man, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. I love that picture of you too. You're a cool dude. Hey, Jenny Miner. They cloned my cousin's voice, my aunt and my daughter. Interesting. Yeah, we all agree, man. It's time. It's time to like move on. It's time to send the little reptiles packing. Actually, they're big, nasty looking reptiles, but I believe they most of them been taken down. I have to believe that they're being, that the galactics are doing their magic on them underground. That's what I heard. Do I think Microsoft will end up being free? I don't know. I think Microsoft will go the way of the dodo bird, and maybe the dodo bird will come back. They're messing with Rumble. Oh, it's the bad guys. How are you doing? I saw you. Yeah, I love your photos. Your photos are amazing. Are you kidding me? How could I not love your photos? Jenny Miner is tremendous. I mean, I'm I'm buying a new camera. It should be coming tomorrow. I'm hoping that I won't have this problem where it turns off all the time. But my techie support Jill said that it still might be problematic, that if I really run it a lot. So probably I'll use it for a while. If it's no good after 30 days, I'm just going to return it. Get another brand. That's what Jill tells me. Undoing the bindings of the genetics will be healed of this infestation. Yeah, please God, they're getting desperate. Yeah. They're being taken out. I mean, my friend said at Berkeley, all the the trans people are being taken to task. They're being forced into retirement. Right, Jillster? Had coffee too late today, so now can't sleep. Good to catch you alive. And I, what is this saying, Stormer? Hi, Ellie. Had coffee too late today, so now I can't sleep. Okay, cool, man. Not surprised. Yeah, Rumble. They hate free speech. No, you like my photos. What ones you like? I like them all, Jenny. You're an incredible photographer. Cabal predicts hacking, right? Reptilians are messing with us, black sheep. Yeah. But anyway, us keep going forward because I don't want to get into we have to know that everything Hadassah Ariel. Please God, come quickly. I mean, listen, we got this. We can't be. We have to be fruitful and multiply. We have to be. We have to be paving the way. We have to be forging forward and not let the dudes get to us, man. We're above that. Even these like trolls, you guys are amazing with the trolls. A lot of people are retiring at the top, right? Okay, so this is the intel I got from Jill herself. That's such a nice photo. Jill is my friend, and Jill Jill is telling me that at Berserkly that a lot of people are retiring, and that means that 17 is doing his magic. Yeah, I don't. I'm not worried about. I don't think they're going to get away with any more medical things. I don't think because everybody knows about them, and also I'm getting a lot of intel from Canada that the Canadians were really ruthlessly treated. I mean, apparently I have fans in Canada. I could. That reminds me when I was in Nashville. First went to Nashville in the '70s, I met a lot of like recording people that were like in kind of like weird tracks. Like you would meet a guy's like, I'm like, he's like, he's like, I'm like incredibly famous in New Zealand. Not, around here nobody knows who I am, but in New Zealand, I mean, and that could be, that because the internet translates to so many places. I heard the Canadians really had a rough time, man, and are still having a rough time. So God bless you guys, man. I just, you know, it's horrendous. The current planet alignment made things hard for most of us the last few days, but it's over now. Okay, things are about to double down in a good way. That's how it feels to me. Even though this morning I gave a kind of a Canadian. Okay, I got that. Oh wait, I just wanted to look at this. Okay, so Rumble must be fixing itself now. No, something went wrong. Oh, okay. Anyway, Hadassah Ariel. I'm gonna go right to the intel. Yeah, thank you, Michael. As my wives would say, he's a nice guy when he's asleep. Yeah, um, it's easy for me to be a nice guy here, but I mean, apparently living with me is not so easy. So you never really know what someone's like until you close the door, until you sign on the dotted line. It's like, will you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. You're like, yeah, yes, already, man. No, come on, let's tie the knot. Let's finish the deal, man. But hey, Tally. But Yeah, you never really know somebody until you live. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, yeah. I'm not putting myself down. I'm just whatever. Okay, I'm not. I'm not dealing with him tonight. Anybody wants my demon of doubt, man? I mean, there's a story, a Hasidic story. I'll get to Intel Hadassah Ariel. I know I'm driving you crazy. Um, Tomorrow we may find out what happened today. But there's a Hasidic story that everybody has a pekla. Everybody has their problems, and if everyone could put their problems in a little bag and put it like somewhere in the room, and you could choose which bag to take. It's too cold. You would take your own problems. You wouldn't take somebody else. You see that, man? I'm stuck with you. Okay, he's he's he is what he is. All right, let's go to the intel. I'm sorry, guys. Dating sites, really? What the heck is that? Okay, here we go. Das Ariel. We're going straight to the White Hats, man. Because frankly, it seems like Tyranny and Maryland Chambers and Whiplash are heavily compromised. I mean, I hate to say it, but oh, this is from Gila. She says there's the Treasury general account fell an astounding 52 billion on Monday, leaving only 87 billion left. I mean, that by at this pace will be done by the end of the week. That's from Gillis, my white hat. And let's go to the White Hat. Okay, so here is new information that we didn't have this morning. Hadassah Ariel, I know you're going to love this. Tally, I'm online, man. Okay, let's see. Okay, explosive revelations, Ukraine war. God bless the Canadians. But Tally is telling me how hard it is, and she says there are actually people who listen to me in Canada. It's unbelievable. Okay, so here we go. Explosive. God bless you guys in Canada, man. I mean, you talk about the word starts with an H when they're chasing little kids around and making, that is, that's off the charts. Please God, we will have, I believe the products that I have, I believe these will certainly do miraculous things, man. So if you're suffering from a weird thing that the medical community cannot do anything about, like you took the ouchie from Dr. Fauci, you know, check in with the products. I know people in Canada are hurting and they may not have the money, but if you pass it on to a few friends, you can make enough to at least get the product for free. So it doesn't really take that much, and you'd be helping them with getting over this ridiculous, murders, whatever. The ouchie. Okay, so here we go. Here's from today. Explosive. This is from the White Hats, and I'll try to be, you know, I'll try to be normal as I can be. Cindy, exactly. Me too. I hate it. Tina, human. Low energy, anxiety, scattered brain more than most. This stuff is really good for like focus, man. Focus, focus, focus. Call Jay, or call Dr. Stacy for this. Reset your stem cells. Get your reset your stem cells. Get your stem cells working again. Okay, so here we go. Explosive. America's fury ignites as Mr. T. I'm on YouTube again. Are we back on Rumble? Did the picture come back? No, picture's not here. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back on Rumble. Oh, come on, Ellie. What are you doing? No, I'm saying this myself. I don't need you. I have my own doubts. Okay. Come on, hell. Okay, I got this. Yeah. Okay. So I'm back on Rumble. All right. So explosive. Here we go, Hadassah. Explosive. America's fury ignites as Trump unleashes wrath over shocking Durham report. Hold on tight because the release of the D report has ignited a firestorm of outrage across the nation. The American people are seething, and their anger is shared by none other than Mr. T himself. Prepare for an unfiltered, no holds barred account of the chaos that has unfolded. But the battle is far from over. How do we reclaim our great nation and restore our duly elected president to power? The so called fixes claimed by the D report, are nothing but smoke and mirrors. And we must not deceive ourselves. The deep rooted problems within the Fibby persists, demanding an immediate and complete shutdown, not just vague promises of reform. The Fibby is the three-letter agency that starts with an F. If this gets to be too much, I'll just transfer to Rumble. But I think right now we're cool on both platforms. Listen up, political candidates vying for the highest office in the land. The restoration of faith in our federal government must become your unwavering mission. The time for political games is over. We demand decisive action. And let this be known: those who have committed unspeakable crimes against the American people, whether it be treason or sedition, will face the full weight of justice. No hiding place, no statute of limitations. Their day of reckoning is upon us. We will not rest until every single one is held accountable. That's like the story of Amalek, that Amalek has to be completely and utterly destroyed. How come you don't see the lights behind me? What's up with that? Um, yeah, it's really beautiful up here. I mean, maybe the lights become more prevalent. Maybe it's too bright in here. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's all about me and the lights behind me. Yeah. Okay, but the battle's far from over. How do we reclaim our great nation? Right. So listen up. Yeah, we got this. And let this be known: those who have committed unspeakable crimes, we will get you. Putting my personal lawsuit against the DOJ, this is from the White Hats and the EOP aside for a moment, the fate of our justice system hangs in the balance. If the Department of Justice fails to pursue the perpetrators of these heinous crimes, including the current POTUS, we will witness the demise of the very rule of law I fought so fiercely to protect. It's a pivotal moment, America. We stand at a crossroads between a fair and unbiased justice system or a tyrannical rule by a select group of power hungry elites. The choice is clear. We must awaken from our slumber to reclaim our freedom. Open your eyes, America. The time for complacency is over. Rise up and seize the destiny that is rightfully ours. Yeah. Okay. Explosive revelations. Ukraine, the U war, the country U failure sends shockwaves through the DS, the deep. In a stunning turn of events, the carefully crafted plan of the three-letter agency that starts with C. I thought I would never be saying that again. And their cohorts to wage war in the country U and overthrow Vlad's regime is crumbling before their very eyes. Military assessments and war strategists now acknowledge the imminent defeat in the country U, leaving the DS in a state of panic and desperation. I mean, Even my little brother, who works for DARPA, I mean, they know they're going down, man. I mean, I haven't had a real talk with him. I haven't had a real talk with him in like 30 years, but maybe someday I will. Anyway, startling admissions from top US commanders, including Colonel McGregor, revealed the true nature of the U conflict, the country U, a proxy war orchestrated by the three-letter agency that starts with C. For a decade, they meticulously trained the military, grooming them for an audacious attack on Vlad in Moscow. The coup in the country U began in 2014, was just beginning as the three-letter agency that starts with C continued to bolster and guide the U forces towards their ultimate objective, taking control of Vlad's Russia. The lust for Russia's vast resources, including its significant lithium reserves, has driven the deep state's insidious agenda for far too long. I mean, that's what they're all about, man. Taking the good stuff and keeping the people down on the farm. But now the tides have turned. Tally, you listening? You there? The tides have turned, man. I mean, just like out here, the tides turn. There is change. There is good. There is everything is changing. They're even getting rid of the bad guys at Berserkly, man. They're getting rid of those, TRANS people that are running the library. They're like out. They're gone. They're retiring. They're taking they're taking a bow and leaving the stage. Who knows what fate awaits them? I mean, I don't think these people are just going to be let off scot free, but who knows? Maybe they're just told, just get out of Dodge, man. But by now, the tides have turned. The failure of the U war looms large on the horizon, sending shockwaves through the corridors of power inhabited by BO, JB, and the Rocker People regime. Faced with this dire setback, they hastily pivot towards their next diabolic plan, instigating a catastrophic war in Africa, pitting the US against the country R, Vlad's country. I mean, this is very interesting, and this is new. This is the first time I'm hearing this about a war in Africa that's planned between us and the R people, Vladimir. Yes, behind the scenes, the White Hats have always been a step ahead. They foresaw these nefarious moves by the CI, agency, and the U.S. military, and have meticulously devised countermeasures to expose their sinister operations. The forthcoming events in Africa will unfold at a breakneck pace, leaving the U war debacle in the dust. The clash between the US and the Russian military forces will coincide with the exposure of the three-letter agency that starts with a C, machinations by Mr. T, Mr. Elon Jr., and Congress within the United States. It has long been understood that to bring an end to the incessant wars ravaging Africa, the very operations controlled by the three-letter agency must be dismantled. All these dark sites, man, these guys are running the world. They left Germany and they started these secret organizations. They figured, you know what, man, this over war is getting old. Let's just take over the world quietly and maybe no one will notice. And we didn't notice. The corrupt practices plague. Okay, right, to create a war that will. Okay, so the only way to halt the continuous manipulation and civil strife in African nations, orchestrated by the C organization, the UN, the Roth kids, the rocker people, is to create a war that will expose their deep state agenda once and for all. The corrupt practices plaguing African countries are intricately linked to the CI, three-letter agency operations. They're doing it, man. They just went undercover. It's the same people, the same mad scientists, the same half-breed, hybrid, reptilian elites that are running the world, perpetrating poverty, corruption, and stolen wealth. But now the final war to end all wars is rapidly approaching, and Africa is set to play a pivotal role. I've been providing you with fragments of this impending conflict in smaller articles, meticulously outlining military assessments and movements over the past 2 years. The time has come as the US, Africa, and former Soviet brace themselves for the impending storm. This, and this is all new to me. I didn't hear about this, that the final war is going to be in Africa. This is the culmination of the grand plan, the exposure of the three-letter agencies and the united you know what's grip on nations. Trust in the plan, for the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Prepare yourselves, for the intricate web connecting us all is about to unravel. The matrix is about to unravel, and we will be left to some degree. This is, I think, very important thought to keep in your back of your mind. To some degree, we will feel very naked without the matrix. Not us so much, but regular folks will be like completely like ducks out of water, man. Suddenly their whole reality is going to be exposed. Like, we had years to figure this out. We did it over time. I mean, we left our houses, we left our families, whatever it was, or we made peace with our families. We left her. I mean, I left my job when they told me, you got to get this thing, you got to get the ouchie. And I said, like this. And they still haven't paid me, but I think that will happen soon. I think it's imminent. I think these reptilians are dropping like the flies they like to eat, right? The reptiles, they like to eat flies. No, they like to eat peeps. They're sick and disgusting, and we're pretty tired of them anyway. So I forget I'm on YouTube. I'm sorry. Let's see. Did I leave myself any water? Apparently not. I'll survive. Like Siddhartha, I can fast and I can wait. The destruction of these organizations brings down the deep state house. This brings down the whole house and will expose everything from war crimes to corruption to military coups and the control of the Federal Reserve and the corrupt world banks. This is what the alliance military operations are after, exposing these people in all countries. This connects to bringing down the first fake USCBDC. I've told you many times the first digital currency will fail, and Mr. T will create the second real gold-backed banking system. The Fed is not a federal, and it holds no reserves. The Federal Reserve Bank is not federal, and it holds no reserves. It is a private bank owned by its member banks, and overall owned by the same banks deemed too big to fail, like old JP Morgan Chase. So when the CBDCs come to supposedly save the day, remember that these banks are run by people who do really mean things to kids, and we're not really going to, it's not such a good thing. We're not so happy. We're not just going to say, "Oh, you know what? We'll just bail you out this time like we did last time in 2008." It's not going to happen. You're going to have to suffer the consequences of the actions that you've taken against innocent lives, millions of them. Everything happening with the sea organization, wars in the country U and next Africa and Gilligan's Island. If you're new to the channel, Gilligan's Island is the island in the Caribbean where Jeffrey was doing his stuff. I call it Gilligan, a 3-hour tour. There's Gilligan and Skipper too. There's Maxwell driving a submarine, and Jeffrey is zany and evil here on Gilligan's. Okay, anyway, so sorry about that. I'm not supposed to make music during the counting spheros. That's why I haven't been playing guitar for that reason. For some reason I'm religious in that way. Somehow I'm not really counting spheros like I usually do, but I'm not playing guitar either. I don't know why. I don't feel, no, I don't feel guilty. I'm doing what I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even going to answer him. It's like the troll, right? Is that oh, he's still here. Just play, yeah, you know what? But a barrel of whatever of filth that you are. Why don't you come onto YouTube, man? Be like a man. You're such a man on the Rumble where I can't get to you. But let's see you say that on YouTube, man. Come on, barrel of filth. Okay. Anyway, so the the Federal Reserve is not federal and it holds no reserves. It's a private bank owned by its member banks and overall owned. Right, we got that. Everything happening the country U and next Africa and Gilligan's Island, all the rings that they did with the little ones, the banks, the exposure of the killing of a POTUS, world collapse, nuclear standoff, the computer that JB Hunter gave in, the medical thing that they did to the humanity, the gain of, you know what, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is all connected to a massive exposure of the three-letter agency that starts with C, which will lead to everything that's going to be like in the movie V. That's going to be the one domino that's going to knock over all the other dominoes. Is the three-letter agency that starts with C that are really NAZIs from Germany. That's what happened to the Operation Paperclip. They said, you know what, man, we've killed enough people in our satanic ritual called World War II. Let's just pretend to like have moon landings and all this other cool stuff while we're controlling the world, doing terrible things to children, putting people into debt slavery, making humanity miserable in every way with their stupid education, stupid medicine, stupid pharmacy, stupid banking systems. And we'll just spread it out over time so the people will never notice. But we have some good guys in our corner, and really in God's plan at the same time. I mean, the God's plan, the coming of the Messiah, is corresponds to this white hat numbers, the letter 17 plan. So it's coming, man. Nothing can stop what's coming. And where we go one, we go all. Hopefully all will come. It won't be like in Egypt where 4/5 of the people hid and expired during the plague of darkness. That's not what we want. We want everyone to walk free because we need everyone to be fruitful and multiply. We need another 80 billion souls on the planet, and I don't believe it'll take us very long because the 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 rules of nature in terms of childbirth. Remember, in the Garden of Eden, Hashem, God, punished Eve by making, her have a long gestation process and a difficult pregnancy, difficult birth. But when this all is solved, when evil and good are finally separated, women will give birth within a matter of hours of having relations. It and the babies will be fully grown in very short time. So we will be very fruitful and multiply. I hope the alligator people are listening to me and they know that you tried, you took your best shot, you made the Georgia Guidestones. Some creepy guy built these Georgia Guidestones that said we're going to take out 95% of the population through a medical emergency. You spelled it out for us. That's what the dudes do. They got to tell you what they're going to do to you. But we had help and we have God on our side and we are taking you boys down. So the exposure of this three-letter agency that starts with a C brings down the fake US CBDC coming system, and the dismantling of this ends all wars. The John D saga, the Jeffrey Gilligan's Island saga is only beginning. Only beginning, guys. We got this. It's happening. Panic in the Pentagon House of Rocker people, the three-letter agency. Who was Seth? What did he know? Why is he important? And here's the end of this intel, the end of this new intel from the White Hats. Treason, military coup. Everything leads to dismantling the three-letter organization that starts with a C. Bringing down the Fibbies, the three-letter agency that starts with an F, and the deep state military intelligence that protects the elites and what they do to kids and their fraudulent bankster system. We are inside the storm. Mr. T is just warming up. This is just the intro. This is the starting notes. The orchestra is just beginning. Do, 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 and pretty soon it's going to be boom, 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 boom. Down goes the deep state, right? So inside the storm, yeah, I know. Listen, I know I have issues. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have issues. I'd be walking on the boardwalk thinking that life is normal. I mean, but those people don't even think they don't. They know it's not normal. And remember, McAfee knew it all. Lots happening and coming. Lots is happening and coming, guys. So we're just beginning. Gila, if you're on here, man, we're just starting. I know Gila wants it to end. A lot of people, we all want it to end. Listen, I want it to end too. But just think about it. Just think about Jacob, our father Jacob, that God said to him, man, you got to go through this thing you thinking that you're losing your son for 20 years. You're going to suffer. And then at the end of this, when it's all done, you're going to be like, woohoo, I got through that one, man. I aced the test. I worked hard and I finally aced the test. We're all the black sheeps. All the black sheep peeps are right here, man. But you know what? We didn't get the ouchie, man. We were the winners. All the other people, well, why didn't you get it? It's no big deal. It's like, let's see if you say that in 2025, man. I mean, but anyway, if you did get the ouchie, do not just give up and just say, okay, man, it's over, or say, let's hope it doesn't hurt me. I mean, my mom is putting on 3 patches a day. She's got 3 patches on, and I have to tell her every day, like, Mom, please, drink. Please have a drink. Swish it around in your mouth. By the way, that's something that's very important. You're supposed to swish it around in your mouth so that the redox molecules pass through the membranes of your mouth. That's how a lot of the absorption occurs. So if you are doing this, if Jay didn't tell you, apparently one of my friends, Jay, didn't tell you, she tried to drink the whole bottle. I love you, by the way. I'm not going to say your name, but Yeah, you gotta swish it around your mouth, but every day, I talk to my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, did you drink your ASEA?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, well," and, that it's really hard for my mom to drink water. Look, she's 92, she walks a mile a day. She, she drives a car. She drives for everyone in the she picks up stuff for everybody in the active living home because she's the only one who can drive. Um, but whatever. But, I'm like, "Mom, how many glasses of water did you drink today?" She's like, "Well, I didn't really drink any water yet." I'm like, "Mom, come on." But anyway, look, she's doing the best she can, but they boosted her up, man. She's a liberal, so she just like, "Okay, man, the doctors know what they're doing, right?" Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so that's it, man. Thank you for saying that, Mike, because I don't feel like I'm 100%. I mean, well, yeah, no. He says you're never 100%. Yeah, nice. Um, the demon of doubt, man. But anyway, thank you for saying that because I'm not feeling, I don't feel in my I feel like I'm it's because it's like it's me, but it's not really me here that's talking. If I thought about like what I'm about to do before I got online, before I started broadcasting, if I thought like, can I really do this? I would say and actually I do say it every night. I say to myself, I talk to myself a lot. It's nice to talk to somebody who loves you. And I say, you ready? You ready to do this? The answer is always, hell no. I don't know what I'm doing, but somehow I do it, and I know that, Filth Barrel will probably, just plain incompetent. Thank you, I love you. I love your, like, consistency, Filth Barrel, I hope you have a really nice sleep in your mommy's house tonight. I hope you feel like a real man, you got on here and you insulted us sad, yeah. I love this guy, but I don't see you on YouTube, man. Come on over to YouTube where the big boys are. Come out of your mom's basement. Anyway, so hopefully, Filth Barrel drinks his water, so he stays healthy. Because we need you, Filth Barrel. We actually enjoy having a bona fide troll, Dumbo on our channel to remind us how patient and mature we are that we don't even notice you, because we're busy. We're like grown-ups and we think about things. We don't just attack people. That's for evil. Check your email when you can invite more normal photos. Great. Yeah, Jenny. I mean, I need a whatever. I have I have my peeps to help me. I'm getting a new camera, so I'm going to be like even more out of whack. But no, don't even just rest. Have a nice rest. Eat some popcorn or something. I don't know. That's a good idea. By the way, if Tom's here, man, popcorn is a very good substitute for chips because it's crunchy and you can eat a heck of a lot of pop. I eat when I eat popcorn, I eat a whole like massive amount. All right, so Trump's just tea is just warming up. Okay, so that's that. I don't know. I mean, this whole thing to me seems amazing. Let's see if we can find anything else. Try to cue this Storm Rider. He has the same thing. Everything leads to the dismantling of the three-letter agency. T sounds off after the D report shows Phoebe malfeasance. Okay, so he's sounding off. The destruction, yeah. This the Storm Rider has the same things that I just read. Here's the thing: it says the country you is in trouble. Yeah, we read this also. Carrie Lake returns to court to challenge on May 17th. The 2-day trial that begins today will focus solely on her allegation that Maricopa County failed to comply with state law and election procedures by not performing any high level signature rev. Busted. Deep state panic. D to testify as HB IRS team fired. Whistleblower disappears. Media rushes to dismiss the D report after the but they always do that. They're so predictable. I'm sorry to hear it. By the way, I just want everyone to know that I totally respect Lauren Bobart 100%. She is such a big light. And you know what, Lauren, I do not hold it against you that you got divorced. Listen, I've been divorced 3.5 times, so I totally understand. We grow, we change, we become. In my case, I become even more obnoxious as I get older, and it's not. The like my second wife especially, she was like, you were a nice, like, little, like, Wiccan type, pot-headed kind of guy, and then you got religious on me. She was not happy. She was not happy. And the two, Wicca and Orthodox Judaism, are not really compatible at all. In fact, they're very not compatible. But this stuff happens. People change, and you can't stay married like that. I have another friend who had a situation where her partner was so jealous, she just couldn't stand it anymore. I mean, who wants to put up with jealousy all the time? Who needs that? Okay, I'm gonna go on from this channel. Let's see. Elon Musk apologizes to Magneto for comparing him to George Soros. That's pretty funny. I don't know who Magneto is, but that's just a funny concept. All right. I'm having way too much fun. I'm not even going to bother with the whiplash. Maybe some of his cohorts. Maybe I could just check in with Tyranny, see if he has anything that's not that doesn't involve stealing money for fake cryptos. Who should play Snow White? Gal Gadot, Anna de Armas, Rachel Zegler, or Terry Crews? I have no idea what that means because I don't watch Main Street anything. Mr. T extends huge lead over opponents, and I don't doubt it, just to show how clever you are, witty, and intelligent pilots are with these new call signs. Optics require critical thinking, aka in front of you, without obviously telling you. So I'm not really sure what that means, but a post just came in. So the riots of 2020 were a test. The riots coming in 2023 will be much bigger because it will include Antifa, BLM, trans, illegal IMS, the feds, the cartels. Be prepared, pray. Military is the only way. So you guys, you peeps got that, man? They're gonna, this is gonna be, you are gonna be telling your, I remember back in 2023 when in the summer they started going crazy, and you and me and my and grandma we were trapped in the house and we were eating our sardines, but fortunately grandpa had stashed away enough red onions and lemons to make them edible. But I remember a while. It's like it happened yesterday. That's what we're going to be like some days. They're going to be like, really? That's what happened? It was amazing. And they're like, tell us more. They're going to be so excited to hear your stories when you're on your rocking chair going back and forth. And like, I remember it like it was yesterday. All right. Anyway, show us the latest meme in your phone. This is a meme checkpoint. Okay. Is Walmart selling the little ones again? That's interesting thing. I'll put that on the Intel channel. By the way, I put all those posts from the White Hat Army on my Intel channel. That's it's just called Kabbalah Guru, and it hasn't grown. I don't have one extra subscriber there in like 6 months. It's like stuck at 10,000 and 500. 10.5. Mr. Poole, what's Mr. Poole got to say? I don't know. Test 2020, enjoy 2023. So man, buckle up, guys, and just stay clear, stay away. You let the military take this one, man. It's not for us. Irma, was magst du? Very content. Thank you, Jenny Miner. You're awesome. They're also selling bad baby water. Man, that's pretty intense. Yeah, but happy, yeah, Irma, yeah. I don't see. I used to love getting married, but after 3.5 times, I'm just like, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe let's just be friends. Or can't we just be friends? I mean, we're old enough. We don't have to own each other. We don't have to, you could hang out as long as you want. I mean, stay with me forever. I don't care, but I'm not going to the courthouse, unless they drag me. God forbid. Glasgow subway poster blocked under over Michelangelo's statue nudity. Michelangelo is considered inappropriate, but drag shows are good. Trump, Mr. T, VP pick may stun the world. Okay, so what are they saying here? Trump may stun the world. Ah, I think they're talking about Junior. Maybe you're talking about Junior. It would be quite stunning for Junior to be the vice president. And now that Whiplash is gone, now that he's been exposed, I don't feel so bad about it because he was always pumping this thing about the real Jews and the not real Jews and all this other nonsense, and associating with the K family from that were running in politics, whatever. The Fibbies released a statement acknowledging the missteps in their hand. Oh, they admitted they did something wrong. Unbelievable. The conduct in 2016 and 2017 that Special Counsel D examined was the reason the current Fibby leadership already implemented dozens of corrective actions, which have now been in place for some time. Had those reforms been in place in 2016, the missteps identified in the report would have been prevented. This report reinforces the importance of ensuring the FBI continues to do its work with rigor, objectivity, and professionalism the American people deserve and rightly expect. You know what, man? It ain't going to help because you're still going to Gitmo, man. Those of you who did bad, you're going to Gitmo. Oh my gosh. Oh, disgusto. A woman is eating a worm, and it's not an escaped convict. It's not a mental patient. It's Hilda Etisverm, advisor to the World Forum. I can't even watch. It's so disgusting. All right, I think we really. Oh no, Adidas new women's swimsuit Pride collection. Oh no, no, no. I'm sorry, I can't go there, man. I'll never. I mean, it's been long enough for me now. I don't think I will ever engage in physical intimacy again if I see too many of these things. Mr. T, 2 and 3 Floridians want T over D. Okay. All right. So that's really it. I don't want to indulge Whip's friends who hate my peeps. If you know if you go on a Telegram channel that talks about some kind of financial thing, like you could buy this, or buy the Trump bees, whatever, I just take them out right away. I also, unfortunately, I mean, there could be pretty girls that are pretty women that are trying to get a hold of me and put their faces on my Telegram channel, but I delete them right away because too many scammers, man. All right, so that's it, man. That's it for today. I'm done. I mean, thank you guys for coming. We have almost 500 people here on Restream, and we have people on. Let's see how many people we have. 78. It says 78 on Rumble, but I didn't see. Barrel of Destiny, you're so much fun, man. We love having you. Come, please come anytime. You're showing everyone how patient and kind and how we're really focused. We don't bother with trolls, man. You don't really get to us because frankly, you're not a very good troll. You're not very clever. You're not inciting anyone. You're just like showing what a jerk you are. So, keep it up, man. We don't mind, doesn't bother us. We're in 5D, man. We're way above your puny physical level barrel of dirt. So, if you want to come and bother us anytime, man, we love it. We love seeing you here. It's always a pleasure. I love super chat. I don't know what that means even. Um, Anyway, so this has been cool. Thank you so much for coming, and we will do this again, God willing, in the morning. It's already Wednesday. We've gotten through it, and it's the 17th of May. And we're coming. Something I didn't say this morning that I didn't get to was May 26th. May 26th is Shavuos, the holiday of Shavuos, which is the day that the Jewish people got the Torah on Mount Sinai. So that's a very auspicious day, and who knows what's going to happen on the 26th. But also, the number 26 is God's name, the gematria of God's name as he is above nature, the four-letter name of God. What's this? Let me just look at one more thing. Massachusetts U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins has a meltdown in front of her house as reporters question why she resigned. So there are a lot of resignations, right, Jilly? Jillster. Um, Jillster's telling me the inside scoop and berserkly, man. I mean, I hope I don't get you in trouble, but there are a lot of people retiring, and God bless them, man. Enjoy your retirement. You won't be here to bother us anymore with your nonsense. You can go with Barrel of Dirt. Maybe Barrel of Dirt will retire with you, and he'll inform you. He'll try to rile you up with his horrendous trollness. His like vicious comments that incite the masses. Barrel of Destiny. You really you need to get a new a troll. Do they have writers for trolls? I'm sure you could come up with better insults than just plain incompetent. I mean, are you really a troll? Or are you just like a little kid pretending to be a troll? Disgusting slob. That's as good as it gets. Barrel of Destiny. Come on, man. Sad. Oh, that cuts me to the quick. Oh, what a troll. I've been trolled. Oh my gosh. Anyway, um, The troll riders are striking. Yeah, they must be on strike, man. Or maybe you're just not paying your riders enough, man. I mean that happened to me when I was a teacher. You know, we had I had Murray. Murray was giving all the good jokes to the cool teachers, and I was left with, saying the same joke over and over again, which most of my students really, they didn't even notice because they had probably stoked up before they came to class because they knew I was sort of like a kind of like laid back teacher. Anyway, so yeah, so maybe maybe I could hook you up with my peeps in Nepal. They could help you with the ride. They're excellent riders, man. You need some help, man. I mean, I don't know if therapy might be more in line, but go to maybe take a writing workshop, or read a book on writing or creative writing. I mean, sad, just plain incompetent, disgusting slob. I mean, that's as good as it gets. I mean, you need some new writers, man. I mean, go back to troll school. They must teach you more than that. I mean, you must have flunked out of troll school. I mean, so, well, let's go bother Weber, man. We'll take one of our, like, rejects to be to troll you. I mean, anyway. All right, guys. So yeah, we are blessed, and when I find out there's an impersonator of me, yeah, yeah, it's right, yeah, it's true, Shmuley. It's yeah, excellent job. Yeah, it's just it's too much, man. He really needs to go back to troll school. All right, guys. So yeah, so we'll see you in the morning, and maybe what, Barrel of Destiny. Maybe you should send me an email, and I could give you some pointers on how to troll. Maybe maybe I need to hire a troll, make this more interesting. I definitely need better trolls than this. If I'm going to get trolled, I mean, um, anyway, I feel sorry for you, Barrel of Destiny. I don't mean to put you down because I know you're probably incredibly you know malfunctioning, and you probably wet your bed and everything. I mean, I don't even want to think about it. But anyway, it's have a good life. But maybe you should find a family that's more bothered by trolls than us. That might help. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless, and yeah, this stuff, the QSI is still, we're still believing those guys. I don't know what to believe anymore. I hope they're on the money. But anyway, we'll see you guys in the morning. Just know that we are winning. We have already really won. It's just a matter of letting these final moves play out. There's going to be a war in Africa. There's going to be some big dealings on the streets soon. But you know what? They dealt with police in Portland. They'll be dealing with the military, with the Marines. I mean, have at it, man. Maybe Barrel of Destiny. You should join them. You could get a, BLM T-shirt out of it and go join them and see how you like dealing with the Marines, man, and the National Guard. All right, on the streets of wherever. Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless, and we got this, man. Nothing can stop what's coming. Just be happy that we're alive, and just look forward to the day when you and your loved one, whoever that may be at the time, everything could change, and that's okay. You will be sitting in your rocking chair going, I remember 2023. We had this troll and he was so bad. He was the worst troll ever. We had to send him back to troll school. But then they started to riot on this. But you'll have lots to say to you'll be able to brag that you are at the coolest time in history and flourished. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. God bless.